I don't know how to put this without. So I low-key want to talk about like my body changes. So like I've obviously changed a bit in the past since March, I'd say.
Okay, we should do you explain it and then I say the sentence again from my point of view.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
I looked different in March, and now I look different from then.
I've transformed from a scrawny little itsy bitsy man to a big, sexy, explosive, muscly man.
And that's the end of us doing that. But you know, it'd be crazy if somebody else started the podcast.
That would be nuts.
That'd be nuts.
That'd be absolutely wild.
All right, well, you ruined this.
I only really have like animal noises. Like that's the only.
No.
Yeah, that's all I really got.
I'll start the show.
Yeah.
Greetings. Welcome to the... Stop laughing, bro. This is a serious character I'm doing, all right?
Okay.
Greetings. Welcome to the Joystick Show. I am...
Xenon. Xenon Zoo, bro.
I'm too stupid for this right now. Oh, my God.
I was like, this is robot.
I got it. I'll start it.
I'm not good at the improv. I'm good at written word. You want to start something? What do you got, Joey?
I'll just start. Fuck it. Ready? Here we go. Ding-a-ling-a-ling. Class is in session. We're back with another Joystick episode. It is September.
Where the fuck did you get that bell from, Joey?
I pulled it out of my coat.
Ring a ding-a-ling, motherfuckers. Welcome to the Joystick Show, episode 158.
What a way to start it.
You know, robot voices, air bells. We got it all here, bro. It's a fun time. We're here. We're chilling out. We're having a good one. We're going to talk some talk. And you know how it be here. This is some of the stuff we're going to be talking about today. It's on the screen. It's next to me.
It is.
It's gone.
We got a
if you guys want to subscribe to the Team Joystick YouTube channel, that'd be really cool. You guys could like the video too if you're feeling like it. If you're not feeling like it, I'm not gonna pressure you. You just watch it and enjoy. You know what?
Whatever.
Just do you.
Listen
bro.
and watch.
The fact that you're watching right now, I'm happy. I'm satisfied.
Yeah.
I'm content. Those are the synonyms I got. That's all I got right now. But you know, fucking. I had something else and I lost it.
You did?
It's been a while since I lost something on the podcast.
That used to be a thing. That was like a thing that would happen every episode where we'd be talking. And
I had a blunt earlier before I met up with a friend for I can't say drinks because I don't drink, but you know we went to a bar and I watched him
public
drink,
social event. Yes,
exactly.
There we go.
And
one-on-one.
Like it was cool because it was a friend that I hadn't talked to in a while, so we just got we got back in touch and we were having. It was a really great conversation, but I was like so high for the first half of it that like 6 times I had to be like, "What was I fucking talking about?" And he would be like, "Your dad, Chef Son podcast." I'd be like, "That, yeah," and like I was just like, "Damn, it's been a while. I gotta do some crosswords or something."
I noticed that too. Even just like being on like to a lot of like Labor Day parties, that whole weekend for me was a bunch of stuff, and I remember just being like. After a bit being like, damn, I have to like talk more. You know what I mean? Like, I guess, not that the podcast drains me, but the podcast made me better at talking, but only to a certain amount. Yeah. And I'm still kind of rusty.
We can only talk for about 44 minutes.
Yeah.
If after that in social
anymore at a party, I'm like,
we like 44:01 comes and we just turn off. Like, damn, he was good at talking for 44 minutes.
Do you get good at talking or do you just get bad at talking or you shut off? Like, do you shut off when the time is up or do you just get like really
we're talking about I thought you were actually asking me a legitimate question.
No, I'm giving you 2 analogies.
I explode. That's actually what happens. I explode. I don't die. Like somehow, you know what I like to think? There's a factory of me's out there. So I just wake up in the factory and I start over again. But I kill everybody around me. But I'm okay.
This analogy is fucking wild, bro.
Yeah, fucking. No, I was gonna say like I actually kind of like thinking about how good talk we got at podcasts. Yeah. You know what I mean? See what I did there?
It got better.
I'm not that bad. It was a joke, I promise. No, yeah, I think we've actually gotten way better at talking on the podcast. And to that extent, I think I've gotten better at talking in general because of the podcast. Like, I always thought I was decent at it, but now I just have, like, the confidence factor, I guess. So now I feel like I could chirp into a conversation and be like, I know a thing or three about that too. And, you know, it's cool. It's fun to contribute. I feel like Jose. This is what he's always felt like, you know?
You contribute to conversations. It's dope.
Man, Jose could contribute to any conversation. It's
honestly.
For better
or most likely.
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah.
Worse.
For sure. What about you, Dylan? How do you feel how the podcast has made you stronger in life?
Well, like I used to stutter, I feel. And I don't know. I feel like I just got a lot better at just like you said, jumping in and out of things. I got, weirdly enough, I just got better at like courteous things. I don't know if that makes any sense, but just like I'm much more conscious of like.
Are you telling me the podcast made you a better person, Dylan?
Yes. Like I
love to hear it.
Like, you know, like for example, like I remember Bobby would always say like back in the day I would just leave. But like I wouldn't understand the importance of like offering to pay for something, even if everyone at the table, including yourself, knows that someone else has it. Just that offer could mean something to this person, or just something like that, where it's like the podcast made me better at that.
I like to think that because as your friend, like you've been like this long before the podcast started, but I like to think that for the people watching out there, like pre-episode 1, you were just a dick. Like you were just
and it's like, especially me too, it's like I have this thing of like especially being really hard on my past self, and then that's how you get, you know, strength as a person. So it's like I talk about the past self as he was a fucking murderer and shit. I was a thief. I was terrible, bro. I was the worst person.
Christ, bro.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. You know,
fucking all right.
Yeah. No like, felonies. No.
Are
felonies.
you a murderer, though?
Yeah, no.
That's just something a murderer would say.
No,
I don't know.
No. Accidents are
Dylan
not murder,
was so
Bobby.
rude. He'd like slam doors
if I had
on
to
old
be
ladies.
completely honest with you, in the entirety of the time that I've known you since freshman year of high school, I have never noticed your stutter. Truthfully.
Okay.
Until I started editing this fucking show.
Yes, this is.
So for what it's worth, even if you think that this made your stuttering better, I just need you to know that I never became cognizant of it until the podcast.
So it actually made it worse.
So for what it's worth, you don't even have to worry because I didn't even fucking know back then, bro. For all I know, Dylan could have been like, Bobby, let's go to your house. I was just happy to have a friend, you know?
Sure. I didn't think of it that way.
This is just my homie.
This is my homie, pal, who would always get detention and never come home with me after school. But that's how it is. You know?
Freshman year, I was pretty good.
I mean, you lived on an island. That's not
freshman
fair.
year.
They
was
set you up
good.
for failure, man.
They did.
I'm just happy you graduated.
Wait, were you sent to detention because of tardiness?
Yeah.
Oh, all the time, yeah. And it was just like.
But he lives in the most like inaccessible place.
Living as a bad boy.
And then their whole argument, it's like they'd be like, "Well, this bitch is 5 stops before you, and they made it here on time." And I'm like, "Yeah, but fuck you." You know? Like that's the logic I use. It's like, yeah, bro. But I was like, up to 2 a.m.
Man. But it's also the combination that the school was like overtly strict about these shits. So like they didn't even play that like, oh, you were just 2 minutes. They don't give a fuck about the 2 minutes. If you're late by 2 minutes, you're late. And it's like,
And also the joke on them though was that like, don't hire the cool teachers to do detention.
Yeah.
That detention doesn't work that way. It really does not. It is not a punishment.
Not to go off on a tangent, but our detentions were like cool. Like they were just like half the time it was Jeopardy, and if you got the questions right, you got to go home.
So basically on Thursdays and Fridays, even the main detention that like was long or late detention, if you were late to school, right? 20 minutes maybe. At most 30, and then you go home. Regular detention was like 45 plus, but on Thursdays and Fridays, you could do trivia to go home early. I went home in 15 minutes one time.
I should have gotten detention like legitimately just to fucking show off. And
I just remember it was a Friday, and he looks at me because he knows. Like it was a fucking sports one. And I was like, yo, I got this. And someone got it wrong. And there was like, does anyone know this? You could go home right now. And I was like, Baltimore Orioles, bitch.
And got up immediately.
Got up. I was like, yeah, baby.
Legendary.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I got detention at Malloy. It was for such a stupid reason. It was you would get detention if you were absent. You had to bring a written note from your parent, and I forgot. I had it, but I forgot to bring it.
It was
in.
either note or like the doctor note.
Yeah.
Something.
You know, you had
something as proof.
And I had it, but I forgot to give it in at the beginning of the day. And even though I still had it, they gave me detention.
I hate that shit.
I
I have
like,
a similar story.
Oh, fuck yourself. So I got detention, but what was funny about it is I went to the room where it was supposed to be at, and for like 15 minutes, literally 15 minutes, I was just standing in front of the room with like a bunch of other kids who like had detention. And finally I was like, is this detention? And like this old like upperclassman back then was like, it's supposed to be, but the teacher's not here yet. And I was like, oh, should I get him? And he was like, you don't want to do that. And I was like, sounds good. And then I was like, is this part of it? Like, do we have to stay after this? And he was like,
a test.
And he was like, fuck no. And sure enough, the teacher comes like with 5 minutes left of detention. He's like, just sit down for 5 minutes and then go home. And we were like lit. And we even talked and everything. I was like, this is a fucking joke.
Damn.
Yeah, it really. Like, I'm having memories where it was like, yeah, there was only like, and then if he had a bad day, then detention was. But I think that was the only time detention was bad. Is that if the person doing it
Took
was like,
it out on the
yeah,
kids.
they had a bad day, they were like, yeah, we're staying the full time today. Yeah,
I had a bad day.
I got time.
I got
I'm gonna
time.
make
I
it
got
worse.
time.
I got all I got is time. My bag is time.
I was laughing to myself because I remember the first time I got detention in high school. It was also for being late. But I remember sitting there not knowing like what does a high school detention look like freshman year, like what does this look like? And this was like when everyone started to get smartphones. I didn't have a smartphone yet, and I remember sitting like across from all these lunchroom tables. They split it up like really long. We were in the lunchroom, and all the other kids had like smartphones and were playing like voice clips, like apps of like cows mooing.
They're playing the
Birds
beer drinking game.
Yeah, I
I
was
was playing
like,
the beer drinking.
Tom the talking cat.
I got my iPod Touch.
But that shit was killing me. I remember sitting there and being like
Fucking crying, laughing.
crying because you
I'm
just
just
hear
giggling
like
and
moo.
Damn, you guys remember that weird era where the iPod Touch was the most fire gaming console?
it had everything.
had everything.
They had
yeah.
every game.
Do you know about I Am Rich?
No.
No.
So for an hour in 2009 or something like that on the Apple Store, you could buy an app for $100 called I Am Rich, and literally, if you bought it, right,
Okay.
you downloaded this app, you would just press start, and it would say I Am Rich, 10 years of good luck or whatever. That's it.
Cool.
Best scam ever, bro.
Yeah.
Best scam ever. And then
What a
after they got taken down, they made a light version. And I still think that is like the funniest story. It's
It
like,
should have just been called I Am Poor. Like,
yeah,
that'd have been way
yeah.
better.
I am okay.
I am well off. Bro, fucking, what was the fire app? Quite literally. The Zippo lighter app.
Oh, I remember
Yeah,
that was
a-
the coolest 11-year-old you've ever seen in your life, bro. I didn't even think smoking was cool, but lighters, especially virtual lighters, bro.
Damn, bro. I
Check it out, bro. I'm so sick, man.
I thought all those shits were like the lamest thing.
Oh, I thought they were
My-
hot for like
my
6
friend
months.
had, like-
I thought they were.
he had
cool.
all the guns. You remember that?
I also had all the guns.
I was a gun.
so stupid, bro. I hated
That's
those.
that's your
Bro,
prerogative. This
I
is
had
2-1,
no
Dylan.
interest.
I just think you had
I
a shitty childhood.
I had a Star Wars lightsaber app where every time it would make the noise, it would flicker the flash on the camera. So it would go.
That's hype, actually.
That's pretty
yeah.
cool. That's
And I had so much fun
That's
with that. You could
technology
change the
right
saber
there.
color and the saber hilt, and no one saw it because you're waving your fucking phone. But just
Mm.
it was that I'm like the added detail was like that's kind of cool.
And the saddest memory of all is that games that would just be out for like a year and then vanish. You know what I
Yep.
mean? Or like there'd be an update. Oh, it's not compatible anymore. The game just doesn't work now. And it's like,
game's done.
There's so many games like that. Like I'm just thinking back right now where it's like you'd play that game and then it just wouldn't be a thing anymore.
Is Fun Run still a thing?
Yeah, like Jelly
Fuck is
Car.
Fun Run.
Fun Run was you pick a character and you just push. There was one button. You just jump. All the characters run at the same speed.
No.
I do not remember that.
I remember
Fun
Temple
Run?
Run.
I remember the other
You
runs.
know Fun Run.
No.
Nah,
We
like
never played
everyone.
Fun
Joey,
in
this happens.
King-
This happens a lot where you say, "Yo, remember this," and then none of us
Yeah,
know what
none
you're
of us
talking
know
about.
what that is.
That's wild. That must have been at my high
Is
school
it like
thing.
8-Bit Runner?
I don't even know what that is.
8-Bit, right? It's made by the people who made like Meat Boy, I think, or like similar studio.
Don't know that. And you're talking about Bit Trip Runner.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I have no
I have
fucking
no
clue
idea
what
what this
that
is.
is.
That's
Yeah, no.
wild,
Yeah.
man.
I got nada.
Fun Run. It was like a multiplayer game.
Hey, it
Everyone
sounds
at the
fun.
same speed.
Run.
They'd share the room code in homeroom and be like, all right, jump, run, jump. And then there was a winner. You can earn money and get accessories.
It gives me what's that game we used to play? Animals, Super Animal Party, whatever it was called.
Yeah.
Chicken.
Oh.
what's it called?
Ultimate
Fucking
Chicken Horse.
Ultimate Chicken. Is that
Ultimate
what it's
Chicken
called?
Horse?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, no, I got confused because you're thinking the Animal Royale, but I'm talking the platforming.
Oh,
That's what
God.
it's.
Wait, that game is fun, man.
That game is
one?
pretty fun.
Chicken
Horse. Yeah, that game is pretty solid.
Can we play actual horse? I feel like
So-
that'd be fun. Yeah.
So hear me out, right?
Okay.
I had an idea, but granted, like I was gonna call you first and be like, "What are you doing today?" And if your answer was gonna be nothing, I'm at home, I was gonna drive to your house, basketball shorts, basketball in hand, and tell you to look out your window and just be standing outside ready to go.
That'd be so hype. And I realized too that like they have like the basketball court in my apartment complex, which is like not even that good. Like the kids now, like they play like what's it, like baseball. They play wiffle ball now. But I think it's crazy that like all of the other basketball courts are empty. So like we could just go to an actual court.
Sounds good. I'm down. As long as we don't die, I'm fine with it. We'll bring Joey for protection.
I'll be there.
He'll be the security guard.
You'll stand at the gate. Sorry, this is a private game.
Excuse me, hold on.
Yeah.
Do you know who these people are?
These are NBA superstars.
Yeah.
Members of
Giannis
Joystick?
Antetokounmpo and Joel Embiid playing basketball, and it's me and Dylan. You know, you look a little like Giannis. Dylan.
Honestly, we could just say that like we're from like Lithuania or some shit. And
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Or like you're on the Albanian team or something.
You know what's funny?
I'm on the
We'll do
junior
that, and
league.
people will legit like start filming you guys and making things like, "Yo, I'm with this team."
You'd have to be talented, Joey. We'd have to be good at basketball.
Yeah,
I thought they would probably watch. Yeah,
They would probably
they would
see us dribble a basketball and be like, yeah, no, this is not the same thing.
We're just doing that. And
But
they're
the
like,
fact
oh my
that you
God,
have a
take
bodyguard, the fact that there's a bodyguard is at least entertaining to post about. Like, these motherfuckers got a bodyguard. Like, who are they?
I saw a lot. Where did I see a lot of that? Like, I never see a lot of that in New York because I feel like famous people in New York just walk around. But I saw a lot of people when I was on vacation in Chicago either having a camera person following them or a full-on posse of guards. And I find that super interesting because I feel like famous people in New York just kind of walk around.
Yeah.
So like, who the fuck are these people walking around getting filmed, like just like going down the street wearing like an Old Navy dress? You know, like what the fuck are you doing? I thought you're not even famous. But
Maybe it's like
they are
maybe
famous.
it's a ploy. They want to feel like they're important, so they hire these people to walk with them. Think about that.
Micro celebrity type.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then you're like, see, we're talking about them on this fucking podcast
Yeah,
right
see?
now. For all you know, they're just like a random
they're so
housewife.
happy.
Dumb bitch in Chicago. Yeah,
Dumb bitch
I'm
in
looking
Chicago. Mm-hmm. First name dumb bitch. Last name in
Chicago.
In Chicago.
Or no, that's her middle name is N or Nancy. There you go. Dumb bitch N Chicago. There we go. I like that. I like that.
Oh, me too.
My
That has to be a character.
It's my new sitcom.
This is a
She's a dumb bitch in Chicago. Oh my god.
Yay, dumb bitch, come over here.
Oh shit. Yeah, shit, man.
Oh shit.
I had something and I lost it. What is happening to me, bro?
Man.
This weed is strong.
Yeah,
That's what it
I
is.
think you needed your handy dandy notepad.
My handy. No, you know what it is.
Usually you have a little notepad.
It's coming back to me. It's coming back to me.
Okay.
I was gonna say, I don't
Like
like.
Steve from Blue's Clues.
I don't know how to put this without. So I low-key want to talk about like my body changes. So like I've obviously changed a bit in the past since March, I'd say.
Okay, we should do you explain it and then I say the sentence again from my point of view.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
I looked different in March, and now I look different from then.
I've transformed from a scrawny little itsy bitsy man to a big, sexy, explosive, muscly man.
And that's the end of us doing that. But
I was gonna go way worse.
but pretty good summation.
That's the end of this.
That is the gist of it, yes. I gained something like, 15 to 20 pounds, a little bit of it in muscle. It's been nice. But I've started to realize that there's some like kind of downsides that I really didn't know about before that kind of sucks straight up. Like I didn't know that when you like lower your body fat percentage, you have to pee a lot. So now I get up to pee like 5 times.
And the fact you gotta hydrate, you gotta work out.
Yeah,
you're eating more. You're eating more too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's you go to the bathroom.
crazy.
I think that's the weirdest thing for me because like you knew me, like I only ate a meal a day, and
Yeah.
I was like, remember in DR, like I barely fucking eat.
Yeah.
If I ate the food I ate on that vacation, I'd be starving literally, and it's weird. Like I feel like I should be bigger in the stomach, but I guess part of that is the working out.
Yeah, that's a you
meet it in the
you
middle,
use the
but-
energy. Yeah.
Just I don't know. I feel slower, like,
okay.
but healthier.
Okay.
Is that a good, you know what I mean? Like,
So like tank build. It's just.
I don't know. I'll tell you this. Truthfully speaking, I don't look at myself in the mirror too often because I like. It has nothing to do with like confidence or anything. In fact, it's a way stupider idea. I just like to surprise myself. So I feel like if I don't look at myself for like a week, when I do look at myself, it'll be like, oh. And for the people who are listening, like, how is this idiot not looking at himself for like a week? I like, you know, when I brush my teeth and shit, that's fine. But I mean, like, in a
body
in a mirror.
When you stare,
you
at
also
yourself naked
you also
in your
need the
full-grown
mirror
exactly
to do it.
So I hadn't done it in a while, and then today going on the train while I was like holding the pole, and you know it goes to black and you see your reflection. I was like, holy shit, like legit. I was like, I had my backpack on, and I was like, what the fuck happened to me?
Who are you?
I even had like a coworker.
You start
that was
covering
like,
your breasts.
No, I had a
You're
coworker that was like, Bob, you
God.
look good, and I was like, I fucking thanks. I was like, I guess I'm still getting used to like, and I feel like now is when people are starting to realize it, because for what it's worth, when I came back from Florida, I made some changes to make, you know, some progress that I wanted. So I like worked on shoulders and abs, and I started the diet and stuff.
Yeah, more stuff. Yeah.
But like even my dad the other day, he was like, "What the fuck, Bob?" I was like, "I don't know. I'm
What the
just
fuck are you doing?
I just go in the back and I lift heavy things. That's all I can say. But it's been fun. It's
That's
just
what
I'm
it is.
tired of peeing so much. Is what I'm trying to get
Yeah.
at.
Damn European.
Like I have to pee right now, but I'm gonna be professional about it.
Okay.
I'm gonna be pee professional.
Yeah, you just gotta learn. You know, the
What do I have to learn?
The-
Bladder control.
the hidden muscle techniques of the Eastern way.
Dude, I googled it the other day. I've been looking for some fucking secret. There was like this thing called what's it called? There's like an actual scientific name. It's just peeing more than you think you have to. So it's like what is it? It's like bladder. I don't fucking know. It has a sign, but basically it's like when you're done peeing, you just kind of stand there and you just push until you get that little dribble, and you're like, that's all of it. I won't have to pee in 2 hours for sure. Doesn't help because, you know, in 2 hours you have to fucking pee, but I'm just really annoyed about it is what I'm trying to say. Last night was like 6 times. And I just wanted to stay asleep.
If you guys want to help, there is a link down below where you can donate to the Help Bobby P Less Fund.
Or if you just have an answer to this question, that'd be really helpful.
Mhm.
I'm also trying to figure out what this muscle is. So if anybody can help me out with that, leave a comment. Don't know what it is because it's bigger here than here, and I don't know how to fix it. And it's not easy. It's like, that's another thing. Working out is like, obviously the working out. Okay, like I think there's a misconception.
Damn, working out is hard, right?
Right, work like that's what everybody says, right? And sure, like you're lifting and pushing and like that part's hard. The actual like science part is way harder because you're trying to figure out like you do this one movement and you find out that it's working out a muscle over here and you're like, fuck, I thought it was working out this one. Like I've been doing exercises for 5 months that I was like, oh, that's targeting a completely different thing.
Oh, for sure.
I haven't
Yeah,
seen
yeah,
size
yeah.
in that, and then I switch it up and do some new shit, and in 2 weeks I'm like, what the who am I? Like it's fucking annoying, but I like I guess that's the benefit of having trainers and shit like that, but
It's also cool that it's like there's so much info out there now that like you could find out what to do correctly
But it's
versus
also a
not correctly.
daunting thing because there's so many like fitness influencers and stuff, and you don't know who's right.
Oh,
who's
and they all do
wrong.
steroids.
And yeah, straight up,
literally
they all do
steroids.
steroids. There's like 2 or 3 solid natural sources, and even then, like, I hate to say it, they may be entertaining or cool to watch, but it's very repetitive stuff that you'll see in just about every fucking fitness video. It's like, eat a lot of protein, drink a lot of water, eat vegetables, don't eat processed foods, get sleep. And it's like, I've seen this in every fucking video that I've watched.
Yeah.
So every now and then I'll find, you know what I found? The videos that are like, the videos you don't want to watch are the most intriguing. Like the ones you learn stuff in, where it's just like some nerdy guy in front of a whiteboard.
Oh, of course.
And you're like, that guy's going to teach me
that.
about
I mean, that's who that's who knows. I mean,
brachialis.
that's everything. I mean, that's who knows who they're talking about. You know what I
I know.
mean?
I had to bite
like
the bullet.
even like in baseball, if some dude with muscles comes up to me and talks to me about baseball, and I'm like, the nerd guy probably knows more.
Yeah.
He just can't play the sport.
My
That's why he
tiny
knows less.
brain, you know, it has been so whatchamacallit, taken in by all this YouTube content that I need the flashy thumbnails that are like 6 minutes long.
Yeah, very
For
true.
them to just be like, "Are you working out? Keep doing it." And I'm like, "All right, cool.
thank you.
I needed
And
that."
if you keep watching, I'm gonna give you the secret.
Yeah.
Stay to the end.
I could.
Then I don't fall for that shit anymore. But I never like that. Especially on like Instagram, and it's like in 1 minute you can. I'm like, I'm not gonna know how to do that shit in 1 minute. Get the fuck out of here. I'm smarter
pissed.
than that.
No, I got mad pissed because I got a YouTube ad that was like that. It was like it said, "You ever had this problem?" It mentioned all the problems, offered a solution. So I'm already like 30 seconds in, and I'm like, "Are you gonna tell me?"
Pyramid scheme.
And then it was like, if you stay to the end of this ad, and I still had like 2 minutes of the ad, and I was like, all right, fuck that.
Yeah.
It's like, you ruined it. You ruined it by saying that.
I've stood for a couple ads. I won't lie. There's been a couple ads that I've been
Unless it's like a movie trailer, I don't say, bro.
Bro, I saw this ad for a high-tech doctor's office. That shit was fire. It's like, bro, you walk in, there's a bioscanner that scans you.
Oh, I've heard about
temperature, all that shit. Honestly speaking, the coolest shit. I'm not going on a tangent. Don't worry. It's like this is like a 30-second
like
thing.
A tangent,
no, I'm
bro.
not. But one thing I did find pretty sick is like this place takes your blood as soon as you get there, so that by the time you're in like the room with the doctor, they pull up like a smart board with all of your blood work and everything, and the doctor can actually talk to you about it. And I was like, why isn't this just a fucking
blood work's
thing?
not that fast? That's why.
Right? Like
it's honestly, all of those things work, and then it's like, how long does it take to have? It's like, well, then you got to have a lab there because it's like you send it to the lab and it takes a day. You know what I mean? Like, but if they could actually do it, the lab.
It just sits in a basement.
Yeah.
Like a random guy's basement.
Yeah, and
like
the
a
guy comes, he's like,
place.
that's good, send it back.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's it. Yeah.
I stood for a whole ad about like a refrigerator dehydration chamber because I was like, what the fuck is that?
What the fuck is that? You didn't stay. You said you stood, man.
I still don't understand, bro. It made me want to like watch more.
Oh no, Joey, you should have watched.
Basically,
more,
it was like if you put the food like in the fridge or the freezer, it gets too cold and that ruins it, or something like that. It does something to it, and by boiling it, like this way of like boiling your food by like putting it in a jar and then boiling it to reheat it, is also bad. So it says you need to like dehydrate it. They had this special fridge where it was dehydrates your food or something. I don't know how it really does it, and that's when I got confused. I was like, so I can't make it really cold. I can't make it really hot. I'm just like use this machine to somehow fucking fix this problem.
I am so sorry about this chapter in the podcast.
This is such this is such a sore subject for me because I've even talked about this before on the podcast.
These ads we thought we cared about,
or even just like inventions that you don't need. Like the whole concept of like, if you have to sell me something, you're just already a failure because I would need it originally. You know what I mean?
You have to be like,
you don't have to.
This.
You don't have to convince me most times to use something. I would just have to use it. And like one of my favorites is like that. I talked about it before on the show, I believe, but it was like a juicer. It was like this $800 juicer that like you could hook your phone up to, and like you'd put a pouch in, and it like turns this into juice.
Fucking juicer.
Got millions and like I want to say $30 million on
What does your phone
Kickstarter.
have to do with it?
It's just
was cool.
It's a smart device, you know. That's how they tried. It connects to your Wi-Fi. A juicer that connects to your Wi-Fi. You know.
Gives a shit.
Exactly. But then here's the fucking kicker, right? If you just open up the pouch, the juice is already in the fucking packet.
Oh.
The juicer doesn't do anything.
It's just
the company goes bankrupt in a week.
Sorry, do you mean to tell me that they sold a machine that's just a container for prepackaged juice?
And all it did was that it was a machine that opened the juice packet. And then it would add what you had to add water, and it would add water like a Keurig.
Bro, that's like a Soda Stream, but they give you soda.
Yeah. Literally, it's a Soda Stream you had to buy soda online for. Yeah, literally.
That's so fucking.
And there's so many of it, like the Ouya, like there's tons of shit. You could just go on and on. I mean, I defend it to this day, but no one
know anything about that.
I'll defend the Ouya. I saw it in person. That shit was fire.
Thank you.
That shit was fire. Will admit.
Will I am.
Let the beat rock. Let the beat rock. We started to get into that on last week's episode, and I don't know if we want to dip our toes into it, but that album is so trash. That fucking, what's it called? The cyber fucking, the Green Lady album. Oh my God, man.
Can you like pull up the Wikipedia for that? I'm very interested.
It probably made bank.
It did. I mean, it won a bunch of it was the.
I'm so 2008. You're so,
3000.
or I'm 3008. You're 2000 and late.
Yeah.
one of the worst things I've ever heard in my life. I'm sorry.
I still like it.
Catchy as shit. Don't get me
still
wrong.
like
I have
it.
said it
You know what's
out of
funny?
context to this day, but in a song, no.
I always disliked it, but because of how corny and cringy it was, that I like you had to say it. It's coming up.
'Cause, like,
whether you liked it or whether you didn't like it, you said it along with it. I'm so down and late.
I don't know if you guys saw, but Bobby had a previous like history thing of another Wikipedia article on the Black Eyed Peas. So just wanted to
I am's feet pics?
Shut up.
the end is this
The
what
end.
it is?
Yeah, that was the
Oh,
album.
the end.
And I just want to. Yep. Oh my god. Party all the time. I got a feeling. I'ma be.
Oh
I'ma
my
be,
God, I hate
But you see what
I'ma
I'm saying?
be.
Like that whole album was just like I hate.
I'ma
Look,
be.
I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm not trying to.
They're all like over 4 minutes. What the fuck?
I'm not trying.
got a feeling.
I'm not trying to. I forgot about Boom Boom Pow.
That's
How
like
did
the
you forget
main
about
one.
Boom
That's the
Boom
one
Pow?
from 2000.
I know. I forgot that that's the song. That's how. Yeah. But what I'm getting at is like. And again, right? These are musicians.
They literally made like a meme of music, you know?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like these
they're
songs are like
bad.
weirdly lazy, right? They're written really odd, and this is no hate to the Black Eyed Peas because I love.
And they
the
were
Black
already,
Eyed
and
Peas.
somehow we just decided as a society, yeah, these people are on a fucking pedestal. They're gonna do New Year's.
That's what
Eve.
blows my mind.
We
We
were
were
just
all
like-
just like, "This is the greatest thing we've ever heard. This
Like,
is 3008.
the fact that-
we're gonna play this at every Sweet 16."
I watched the video.
Every children's movie,
I watched the
every
video.
commercial.
It's Spotify top songs from this era,
Yeah.
and it's all Kesha and Black Eyed Peas. And I'm like, even now we're like, yeah, these are good. It's like,
No, I woke up the other day and I was like, "These are all bad songs."
even Kesha has like more redeemable qualities, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Like old Kesha with
You're
like
damn right she does. That's my girl.
Yeah,
Kesha's
the
cool.
tackiest beat, but I want it way more than whatever this
That's
is.
the queen.
Yeah.
But not to be real, like even 96%
And click-
like
and-
this album. My
and-
fucking asshole.
And when you click on the Wikipedia, you'll see how many awards that this shit won.
I don't get it. I'm sorry. Maybe I just don't know music.
Yeah,
That might
like-
be it.
Like, scroll down to
I
like.
think it's just a change of the times. Like people's.
They won mad awards. Like,
I'm looking for the real ones, bro. Like Grammy. They won Best Pop Vocal Album.
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Damn.
Best short form music video.
Yeah, but that's the Grammy. I'm just what did it go against for Best Pop Vocal Album? What year was this? I'm sorry that I'm going on this. I just also wanted to say that I don't want people to think
2010.
I don't want people to think that I'm solely hating on the Black Eyed Peas, but like to be fair, Elefunk, one of their older albums, is like one of my favorite albums of all time. Like I think that album's phenomenal.
Of
Also,
course.
I'm
One of
just
the
curious,
best albums of
if I
all
click
time.
if I click on this, does it take me to the? Yeah, okay. So hold on.
Okay.
Best Pop Art. No, I don't want performers. Awards. Album of the year, record of the year, song, pop,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
best. Fuck.
Best pop performance by a duo or group.
Yeah, but it's
They're
separated by
here.
female and male.
I got a feeling Black Eyed Peas.
It's the album. It's the album. Here we go. Best pop. They beat Colby Calais, Kelly Clarkson, The Fray, and Pink. Yeah, that was a free win for them. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, okay, I will.
I'm not even gonna lie. Straight
Pink's Funhouse was pretty good.
up, I was literally about to say. I think the only one that had competition was Pink's Funhouse.
Pink's
no joke.
Funhouse.
Pink's
was
pretty
good.
solid.
That was that was a solid album. I swear.
Pink's pretty solid.
I swear. Yeah, straight up. Not even being a dick. The Fray. That might just be a personal thing. I was really in my parents were really into Grey's Anatomy, so the Fray were there for me. You know.
There's these.
Where did I go wrong?
There's some bands that like they're not real.
No,
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
100%.
Yeah.
The Fray, half of Coldplay's discography.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The Script, not a real band.
Holy crap!
Not,
Yeah,
not a
these
real
are like
band.
bands that faded.
Still alive, but
The
I'm
guys,
barely breathing.
Semisonic. I don't know
Oh
if you
my
guys.
God, yeah.
that's a crazy one. You know,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Not a real band.
Yeah.
They only made Closing Time and didn't make music ever again.
That's
you
how
know.
I feel low key about Owl City too.
Owl City too.
I mean, it's a
yeah.
real guy. You know, it's a guy. You know. I feel like it's a little different.
I mean, you know, I'm just saying people that aren't real.
He's not real.
Yeah, he's a city.
Not a city.
You sound like that woman. That guy is not real. The one that's pointing on the plane.
woman.
That
What did she
motherfucker
see?
is not real. Did anyone explain what did she see, or she just?
I don't know anything about that video. I refuse to watch it. It just looks like bullshit to me. I'm sorry. Like my whole thing is if I know the payoff of the video is that nothing is there, I don't care because then I don't get to see what's there or not there. Like
Yeah, you're right.
speaking of planes though, I saw a video. It looked old, so it's probably nothing new. But it was a video of a. Here's how it's set up. It's on a plane, and it's a flight attendant, and it's very clear that not only the flight attendant knows that the people inside are having sex in the bathroom, but like everybody in the rows knows that there's a couple having sex in the bathroom, and they're like filming, waiting for the guy to open it, and the guy's even like, it's like a whole elaborate prank or whatever. He opens the door, and you clearly see this guy having sex with this girl in the thing, and then they close the door real quick, and I was like, damn, that's crazy. And then all the comments under the tweet are like, that's fucked up, da-da-da, they exposed them, da-da-da. And then you have other people that are like, they broke the rules of the plane, da-da-da-da.
And it's not even a real video.
And then at the next video under it is a follow-up video of that couple walking down the aisle and just going like, whoa! And everybody on the plane, including that flight attendant, are like, whoa! And it's like, what the fuck is this? Like, I was just very taken aback. I didn't understand. I didn't know if I was watching something real or fake. It looked real fake.
That it sounds like it could be real in this generation. I wouldn't be surprised.
No, that's
if it
why.
was.
But like, not to go on a tangent about this, but the plane didn't look recognizable in terms of like the flight attendant's attire or anything. So
that's
like,
honestly
could be fake then.
Those are always the big like dead giveaways if something's real or fake or not.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. There's just like a certain
it's
way.
like we're on the subway and you're like,
there's a certain
what
way.
Color seats are those?
Or just like, or any movie that it's like we're in this place, and you could obviously tell they're not in that exact place. I feel like it's a similar situation where it's like people who actually work jobs. There's a certain way they act.
Yeah.
Where it's like they actually really care about their job, or they're like whatever, you know.
Yeah. Can I?
I've
talked about.
I don't know where you were gonna spin this to.
No.
But...
It's on the tangent of like finding stupid shit that like bothers me.
Okay.
But real quick, just to give 2 shout outs. You remember it was like a year ago when we were on the podcast, I was telling you about that Ukrainian Darman YouTube channel I found.
Yes.
I found another video that got recommended to me. That was interesting. It was you know what, fuck it, I'll explain it because this shit was long and drawn out. Holy shit. It's a guy like a white guy who's getting a brand new job at this company, right? And he meets like his higher up guy, like the boss or whatever. And when he drops off his car, he sees like this black guy outside, and he gives him the keys, and he's like, "Park it for me, will you?" And he's like, "Oh, but I'm not valet." And the guy's like, "Oh, ha ha ha." And the guy parks his car, and then the guy goes in for like his job interview, and then he finds out that the valet he mistook is actually his higher up. It's like the guy who's going to be working with, who's been there the whole time. Whoa. And he's like, "Oh my God, I'm embarrassed." And the guy's like, and this is all European, so the guy's like, "Don't worry, man. Like, it's all good, you know."
It's all good, man.
Yeah, right.
So
they end up having a good work day. And for what it's worth, if you know Darman videos, it could end right there, right? It could just be like, and then that's like when Darman would come on and be like, "You see, guys, he didn't know before, but they were able to resolve their differences." This video keeps going, dude. It keeps going. This shit is like Looney Tunes, I swear. It's that crazy. Fucking, he goes back. They have a good day at work. They're like, "I didn't know much about blah, blah, blah. It's nice to know you, right?" Fucking, the guy goes back to his car that the valet parked, the fake valet. And on the front seat of the car is a book that says like "Tackling Your Racism" or something like that. And he's like, "What is this?" And the guy's like, "Yeah, for you, you know, make it have a read," like as a joke or whatever. The video cuts to the next day. The black guy goes into work, and the white guy shows up at work in like a full body cast and like a wheelchair. And there's like a cop with him. I don't know why the cop is investigating him like this. And he's like, "Excuse me, sir, do you know about this book?" And the guy's like, "Yes." And he's like, "Did you put the book in his car?" And he's like, "Yes, I put it on his front seat. This book was lodged under the brake pedal, and he got into an accident and broke every bone in his body." I'm like, get the fuck out of here, right? So I'm watching it, and the guy's like, what, for real? Oh my God, this is crazy. So then the cop leaves, and the guy's like, "You can't do this to me, man. It was just..." And the guy tells him, he's like, "This is what people like you deserve." And it's like, oh, he's actually really racist, right? This is where the video ends. The video ends with the guy going to the fucked up guy's house, like the broken dude, and he like knocks on the door, and the guy opens in the wheelchair, and he's like, "Come in." And he like wheels him to his fucking kitchen or whatever. They open like a bottle and drink, and then the guy takes off his cast and gets up, and it's like, he's not actually hurt. You're like, whoa, he's been faking it.
It's so dumb.
But the black guy's wearing a wire, bro, and it's revealed to be hidden in the book. So he like gives him a pat. He opens the book, and when he opens the book, the pages are cut out, and there's a walkie thing in there. And then you hear, "It's the police," and the video ends. And I gotta be honest, Dylan, I was pissed because I wanted to see more. It was like a 9-minute video. I was invested. I was in bed for 10 minutes. I was like, I need to know where this goes.
Those guys wrote that shit and thought they wrote the next fucking like Titanic or some shit. Bro. Those guys were like, this is a masterpiece.
This is really good.
The amount of twist, because it's like that's the Darman video where it's like the twist at like in the middle, toward like not the end, but like the middle end kind of. And they were like, what if we just had like 8 of those? You know, like they really tried. And it's like, and then that guy was like,
what if he pretended to die?
What if I'm actually a woman? It's like, wait, okay, where do we go from here? What's the point of this?
And if I'm being honest, that wasn't even what I wanted to talk about. What I actually wanted to talk about was something else that I've seen on Facebook that I have ranted about in the past, which is the people who post full movies on Facebook, but like not. So what they do is they take a movie, and they're always like B movies from the 80s. That like I saw one the other day that Mark Anthony's in. He plays like the gang related kid in school who like tries to kill the teacher.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
So like Bobby, what's the issue?
The issue is that the people who post these movies, they only post, like a 9-minute snippet. And I don't know if it's to get around copyright, if it's to speed up the process, or both, but they decide to play these movies in like 2.5 times speed. So
that's why it's 9 minutes.
So you watch these like movies, and they're always like supposed to be like.
You got caught in a bad algorithm. Bro.
Yeah, for sure. They're always supposed to be like. They're always supposed to be like, you could learn from this, and then they play the movie thing, and it's about like some kid who bullies or whatever the movie's about. But they're supposed to be like serious movies about whatever, like bullying or the war. But the whole shit is like, I'm going to kill you, Johnny. Yeah, if you come to me, I'm going to beat you up. Da, 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 da. And it's like, this is fucking hilarious. Like, it's not. And the movie, like, I look up the movies because I'm a fucking movie guy. And I never know any of these.
Yeah, these are all like the most obscure
These are how obscure they are. And they always have the shittiest names. Like, there was another one the other day that I was watching about this kid who gets, like, bullied in school. But he's, like, a secret, like, karate warrior or something like that, and in the movie's like called Karate Warrior. It's like fucking stupid. It's the stupidest shit. They're always named completely stupid names, but holy fuck, like I've never seen something that brings me so much frustration and joy at the same time. So shout outs to the Facebook content, I guess.
Yeah. Honestly, I've been partaking in Facebook content, and it's really not great. Yeah. But I'll watch it anyway. You know what I mean? Like there's these reels, like
you have to,
because it's like I don't know, because it's like Facebook does this thing where it'll be like reels, right?
Yeah.
But then I make one click and I'm watching a fucking 18-minute video, but in my head I'm laying in bed and I'm like tired or high or whatever, and it's
I don't
like,
know what it is. Facebook gets you, man.
Yeah.
You watch all of it.
Yeah. Like my thing is like there's a lot of like I get a lot of like surgery.
Okay,
but it's like animals or like the people who like clean the hooves of like the cow. I don't know if you've seen that guy. Basically, cows always get their hooves get infected, so they like clean out the infection.
I get a lot of lawn maintenance.
Yeah, I get some
pool
lawn
cleaners.
Yeah. Oh, I get the pool guy all the time. I get the pool guy.
Oh my. Okay, this is how we
get like trained.
This is how we actually have to end the podcast, and then we're gonna go into Jam of the Yam. I forgot to tell you guys about White Elephant. My new favorite YouTuber of all time.
White Elephant.
He's about like a 60, maybe 70-year-old white man.
We've been talking for 44 minutes?
Shut up.
What the fuck have we been talking about?
Shut up. Let me finish. We've been talking a lot of bullshit.
Shit, no way.
Fun. Fucking.
Oh my God. I thought we had like 20 minutes left.
This guy, White Elephant, is like a 70-year-old white man. I think he's from Canada. He's the fucking sweetest, most wholesome man you've ever seen in your life. And he celebrates Milkshake Monday and Float Friday.
Is this the guy with the mustache?
It is the guy with the mustache.
Oh, the guy with the mustache.
In 2 days, I have watched about 300, maybe 350 White Elephant videos.
Because there's a guy who does...
Bro, the other night, my dad and I smoked a bogey. We were just watching these videos for like 10 minutes. My dad's like, we gotta do that one, man.
No, because there's a guy, I forget his name. It's like Dirty soda, dirty something, and he does he runs like a liquor store.
And so not Tipsy Bartender, right?
No, it's not him. It's not Tipsy Bartender, but he's a guy, and it's basically people send in their suggestions, and they're like, try Mountain Dew Code Red and like horse piss. It makes like a great,
I know
you know what I mean?
About, yeah,
and he's like, let's try this out. And then the video always ends with him drinking it and going like, man, I swear to God. And this guy's about to murder someone because he figured out this actually tastes like that. He's like, there's no way that tastes like Smarties. Motherfucker, it tastes like Smarties.
Oh shit!
I have these shit saved, bro. I'm about to pull these up.
All right, maybe next episode.
Yeah.
Let's talk about.
Catch us next week where we all just turn into Facebook moms.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah,
I saw this one meme. You guys start.
Fucking.
Oh, do I even have a bro?
Honestly, my jam should just be fucking Dylan's Yam last week.
Yeah,
holy
you
shit,
can't do
shit
that.
was
You
fire.
can't do that.
I know.
That's not
I
allowed.
could go real quick because there's kind of some fun storyline behind this. Weird name, but my jam is gonna go to a song called "Fitzbonovich Gentonio" by Lord Dinosaur.
Okay.
It is a song that was used in the original Smash Brothers documentary about like the early days of like the golden age of Melee. And they use it for like the really hype battle between PC Chris and Ken. And it's like this really cool, like dramatic song when these two Goliaths of the game face off. Yeah. And then when they made Metagame, which is the second Melee documentary about the Five Gods era, they reused that one song for like Mango Armada.
Okay.
So it kind of carries this weight of having like this cool rivalry thing to it. But it's just a cool techno song. So check out Fitzbonovich Gentonio.
Okay, I'll go, right? Maybe?
No.
Yeah. My yam of the week is from a newly released album, which I thought they released their album already, but it's RN, also known as Right Now, by Joey Valence and Brae. Classic.
Yo, we were coming down to the stove. Count from 1, 2, 3, down to the 4.
Every song on this album is the same song.
Yeah.
And then there's a few, and then all of like the other ones that like weren't on any of the singles have a lot more of like almost like a break beat, like kind of like dubsteppy kind of feel, like that.
Yeah.
You know, like that really fast, like hi hat. You know, but yeah, it works. The song's a banger.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Mine is gonna go to the Duck song by the Duck. This was a joke, but I'm about to just fucking give it to you right now. Fuck it. It's the Duck song by the Duck.
How does that go?
You look it up, bro.
I hate that shit. I can honestly say, how many views does that video have on YouTube? If you had to guesstimate it, it's a lot, right?
It's 12 million.
It's way more than 12 million. It's one of the highest viewed videos on YouTube. It's like in the 100 millions for sure.
601 million.
That's crazy.
I have not watched more than 10 seconds of that video.
What?
Is that you got any grapes?
Yeah.
Oh.
I've not watched more than 10. That shit is
There's
the most annoying thing to me.
I love it,
I know.
but it's so dumb.
And that's the Lego kid. That's like the Forest Fire. Yeah.
Forest Fire.
I knew him for that. Like back in the day. I
The
loved
Batman
him. Yeah.
stuff, yep.
Which was the funniest thing to
That
me.
was
And then
funny.
that what blows up. I'm like, get the fuck out. Long story short, thanks for watching the Joystick Show. It was fun. It's been a while since a talk shit episode. You know, every now and then we give you some highly, what am I trying to say here? Some good thought out content,
Organized
segments and whatnot.
Yeah.
But every now and then you need a chill talk shit day, and that's what today was, and it was fun.
I had a good time.
We just kind of talked about weird internet shit that bothered us, which is
I'm watching Joey add
the Duck song.
Duck song to his playlist.
I like it. So now it's official.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be really helpful if you could like this episode of the Joystick Show. It'd be
cool
cool if you could subscribe to Team Joystick.
That'd also be cool.
And thanks for joining us. You're a special person right there. You're a special female and/or fella.
Keep watching. Maybe you'll be on here.
You might be on here. We got a new set coming pretty soon. This table's gonna get a little round, and there's gonna be space for a new face right here. Could we be hinting at a new person? We'll see. But we got some fun stuff to show you. Until then, be courteous, be kind, be cool.
Love that Black Eyed Peas song.
What happened to LL Cool J, you know?
It's too cool.
Jay? Whatever happened to Big League Chew?
He's
You end it with that, bro. That's so good.